For those of you interested in building your own slatted bench, I thought I would make a quick video demonstrating how to glue up and assemble all the pre-milled and pre-cut pieces. As you can see, I am using Titebond 3 and a 23 gauge pin nailer to attach each board together. This repetitive process will result in one leg for the finished bench. If you have a pin nailer like me, it will make the assembly much easier, but you definitely do not need one to build the bench. Also, if you want to avoid any visible nail holes, make sure you only nail from the inside of the leg out. In other words, do not drive any nails on the outermost faces of the legs. There are several ways to make this style of bench, and I chose to have the horizontal boards, or the ones you will sit on, to be fully visible on either side of the bench's front. To do this, I had to have a shorter vertical board on either end of each leg. So my first and last board on each leg that I assemble will be a shorter board. Hopefully that makes sense as you watch the video. The dimensions of this bench are completely customizable. There are some guidelines you will need to follow, however. The first is to ensure you are cutting the lengths of your boards consistently. It will be nearly impossible to make a square bench if your boards are not cut properly. Also, whatever width of boards you choose for the horizontal slats will dictate the final length of your shorter vertical slats. You will need to subtract the width of your horizontal boards from the overall desired height of your bench to determine the shorter vertical board's length. The length of the longer vertical boards for the legs will be equal to your bench's desired height. The depth of your bench can be dictated by the number of vertical boards you want to glue together. Once you have finished your two legs, the horizontal top pieces can be glued to each leg. Take some time to ensure the legs are perpendicular to the top pieces. I used a square to double check my work and clamped them in place once I was happy with the positioning. After that, I clamped everything down and placed some heavy items on top of the bench to hold everything together. I still had a lot of sanding and finishing to do once the glue dried. Nothing ever comes together flawlessly. The bench turned out great after the finishing work, though. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Now get out there and make your own slatted bench. See ya!